A hugely anticipated adaptation of Markus Zusak's book, The Book Thief, is hitting theaters this fall. It is a story of Nelisse, who is sent to live with her foster parents in Germany.
Come, meet your new parents.
Your Majesty.
The film follows her and her new family as they struggle to hide a Jewish man.
If anyone saw him, they would take you away from me, and I cannot tell you what they will do to him.
And Liesel's forbidden love with books during the Holocaust. I had the chance to sit down with director Brian Percival and actors Geoffrey and Sophie Nelisse to talk about the film. So Brian, I really loved the color palette and score that you chose for the movie. I thought it went together so seamlessly and perfect. What was your inspiration for it?
Just really to keep it as natural as possible and you know, not to do anything too big or too bold. For us to have an empathy with the characters, it was important that it felt real but still had a beauty about it. And it had to feel quite poor as well, because these were poor, honest folk living in a small town in Germany.
And another thing I was really impressed with in the movie is your guys' ability to sound so fluent with your German accents. How hard was it to learn that?
I had some classes every day, about an hour to 2 hours per day. And it wasn't that hard once you know all the little vowels or all the little words that are different.
Nico, the young boy that plays Rudy, is actually from the town where Markus had set the book. So we were all watching him and listening to him very closely. It was like an immersion course.
Your first book. Are you sure this is yours?
It wasn't always mine.
So I have to know, did you actually play the accordion in the movie?
You know how I die at the end. I didn't really die. I was acting. But hopefully it convinced you in the story. So let's say the accordion was a little bit like that.
Well, your guys' bond in the movie was just so incredibly sweet. I loved it. It reminded me of my grandpa and me. Did it translate off-screen as well?
Yes, we did have too much fun, I have to admit. We started very early on in the kitchen scenes, so a lot of that in the first month grew fairly organically.
I'm not such a good reader myself, you know. We will have to help each other out.
Lastly, what would you guys like the audience to take away from you guys?
You can overcome the absolute worst that the world has to throw at you if you've got spirit and belief.
The setting of the film is a horrifying and extraordinarily traumatic part of European history. But because it's told from within the microcosm of this one ordinary family, it can change your perception about the cliches that might exist in terms of what happened on a national level.
When life robs you, sometimes you have to rob it back.
Be sure to check out The Book Thief when it comes to theaters on November 15th. In San Francisco, I'm Amber Gochoel for Academy of Art University's K-Art News.